Alright, so everybody, we finally have our first look at the new secret notes of Piggy Book 2 Chapter 6. And let's just say, they give us some interesting backstory on what Pony did while he was in the TSP and why they are so mad at him. So anyway, let's get right on into the video. Alright, so Minitoon tweeted out, Minitoon did tweet out, basically Minitoon released a couple of new things to Piggy. He released some new notes, and he also released some bug fixes and all that, but that's not really that important. So anyway, let's jump into the first note. Alright, the first note is, it's in a jail cell, literally, like, it's not in ours, it's in a different jail cell. It says, "We lost many of our own because of him." Now, him, we could assume it's anybody. Maybe they're talking about, well, we'll get to this later, but it's in a prison cell, so I don't exactly get why a TSP member would be writing this. Maybe they did, but maybe a TSP member got locked up or something. Maybe they just wrote something. We'll see about that. But him, we're gonna assume it's Pony, because in the next note it says, We're not the evil people here, right? I mean, the Pony did a number on us when he deserted us with it. Now, basically, they're basically asking themselves if they're the bad guy, and that might explain why Willow kidnapped Zizzy and all that stuff. But from the way Pony basically talks, I'm giving you one chance, Willow. He acts like as if he's not the bad guy. And clearly he is. He deserted them with it. Now, you're probably wondering, what is it? If it was some kind of person, they would say he, or they would say she. If it was the infected, they would say them. But it. They literally said it. That means, I don't know if you get this, but this literally ties literally with everything that's happening around the TSP base. It is Mr. Stitchy. I don't know why they didn't say he, because he literally clearly has Mr. in his name. And basically they're talking about maybe Pony did something, like maybe he I'm pretty sure that he summoned Mr. Stitchy, or maybe he didn't, because we know a lot of stuff about Mr. Stitchy has been happening since Chapter 4. In Chapter 4, in the lobby of the safe house, we saw a eye with a note in front of it. And after that, in Chapter 5, there were a bunch of eyes around the map. And then there were, it's basically about these cultists in the sewers. Literally right under the TSP base. And I don't know if you know, but there's literally an eye, there's an eye behind the blackboard inside the classroom, which is basically where the ghostly voices are coming from. And there's another eye somewhere around the map. And especially in Chapter 6, there have been a lot of eyes around the map. If you play on high graphics mode, there are so many eyes around the map. I think there are 6, I don't know exactly. But basically, there are so many around the map. If you can look around, and you'll find a bunch of them, and they're literally close to the TSP members. And I think Mr. Stitchy, Pony definitely did something to make Mr. Stitchy mad, because Mr. Stitchy probably locked them up. I don't know if it was Tigery or something. It might have been Tigery, but I'm pretty sure it was Mr. Stitchy, because, he has something against him. Now, what could have Pony even done to what could have Pony done to make him so mad? Well, first of all, he could have summoned him, but I don't get why that would make him mad or something. Maybe he messed with the cultists. I think that's more likely, because maybe Pony went to the sewers and he might have done something. Maybe he drew graffiti, or maybe he exploded everything. That's probably not likely. He definitely did something. I'll talk about that in a different video. But basically, after he did something, he got scared and ran away and deserted the TSP like a coward and left them to deal with Mr. Stitchy. And I thought George Pig was a coward. Pony is clearly on a new level. Now, in Chapter 4, Pony says a dialogue that the insolence watches and something like that. and basically he's hearing ghostly voices. That would make sense. He did something with Mr. Stitchy. And in chapter 6, there's another dialogue which says, I don't like this place. The whispers are even louder here. And the whispers are even louder here. That clearly mentions that Pony has heard these whispers before. And I'm pretty sure he didn't just hear them in chapter 4. Because in chapter 4, he heard a voice in his head. He heard whispers. I'm pretty sure he did something down in the sewers, something like that. And after that, he says, let's leave this awful place. Now, that is basically the thing Pony did. That's pretty bad. I don't know if he can be forgiven. Maybe he's changed. And remember, we're going to be talking about this in a different video. Because we know he didn't, by the way, Pony didn't do anything with William. William just ran off. But I have a theory video on him about what actually could have happened to William. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're so close to 200 subs. And leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. But anyways, I'm going to see you in the next video. Goodbye!